A lot of times in life, we feel like things are just getting harder and harder. And I'm going to give you a news flash. You're not going to like this. That's the point. Life is going to get harder and harder. It's never going to get easier. It's always going to be more difficult. And so some of you might say, man, that's not good. Like, I just want it to be easy. I just want to relax. I just want to catch my breath. But that's not how life works. So what do you do? What do you do because life is just getting harder and harder? You have no choice but to get stronger and stronger. That's the truth. Like, think about it. When you're a kid, your problems are, he pushed me on the playground. You didn't get the toy you wanted. Maybe kids are bullying you, which is serious at the time. Like, the problems that we have are very big to us at the time, even when we're teenagers and even when we're in college. Like, I remember thinking back to my problems in college. I used to be like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to get in this party. I have to study for this test. I have to do this. I have to do that. And in the grand scheme of life, me not being able to study properly, or me not getting into a party, or me not being able to work out with this girl, it really did not mean anything, and it really did not do anything. So a lot of the problems that we have, even right now, are not big problems. We're just perceiving them as very large because that's our frame of reference. We think they're very, very difficult to handle because we haven't experienced things that are much harder. And so that's a good thing and a bad thing, because you're blessed to be able to experience problems that aren't that serious, but you're also unfortunate because you haven't experienced the tough things that galvanize your mind, that make you very strong, that make you impervious to, the problems that you have today. Because if I went back in time with the knowledge that I have now and dealt with the problems that I had back in the day, if I went back in time, it would be easy. That'd be a joke. Oh my God. I would laugh my way through life. Sometimes I wish I was a kid again, because the problems that you have when you're a kid are like nothing compared to like adult problems, especially when you have kids. Like, for those of you out there that have kids, for those of you out there that are raising families, oh my God, it's just way more complicated, because now you're not only taking responsibility and risk for yourself, you're taking responsibility and risk for everyone around you. So life is only going to get harder. And as a result of this is why you need self-improvement and self-development so much. Because if life is going to get harder and you are not getting better, you are just going to be broken down by life. Life is going to break you and break you and break you until you are life's bitch. You won't be able to move forward. You won't be able to do anything. You will be overwhelmed by the difficulties, by the bills, by the unfortunate circumstances, by the flat tires, by the oil changes, by the lights or the batteries, or XYZ not working. I say that because my car remote fob wasn't working today. I got to change the battery, but that delayed me all morning, and that really put a damper in my morning. And I'm like, man, I gotta go in my place and replace the battery because the car literally wouldn't open because the key fob was dead. My car was fine, the key fob was dead. So you guys gotta understand, when things like that happen and you haven't strengthened your mindset to be like, it's whatever, it's all good, you start to lose. So here's the next part of this, right? We know we need self-development. We understand fundamentally that we need self-development in order to improve our lives. But when and where do we implement self-development? Well, my advice to you guys is you need to have the mornings and really the nights clear. Many of us we have a culture today that's very social, and the nights are spent with friends, partying, drinking, even just lounging. You need your nights to yourself when you're young. I'm telling you, this is the most backwards advice you hear in terms of social settings, but you need to have your nights by yourself. In the afternoon, when you come home from work, when you kind of get off your 9 to 5, if you're in that situation, which most of you are, take time to hang out with friends. Then don't do the late night phone calls. Don't do the late night hangout sessions. You need your nights to meditate, to improve, to get those push-ups, those burpees in, to read a book, to do some self-improvement, to study a new language. You need those nights to strengthen your mind, because the mindset that you have when you go to sleep and the mindset that you have when you get up is what, sandwiches you through life and through the day. So when you go through a tough day, you need to have that recovery mindset of listening to things that make you realize that your day is not that hard. Sometimes you just need to be a little bit more grateful. Sometimes you need to pray, whatever it might be. And when you wake up in the morning, you've got to listen to something motivational, high energy, right off the rip. Get yourself moving. Get yourself intensified. Because the body is calm. The body's in a parasympathetic state, if you will. And you need to get it sympathetic. And at night, it's, almost you need to calm it down a little bit. So the mornings and nights are really where you should be putting in the most work when it comes to yourself. You need to have a ritual. And some of you might live in a household where you don't have that option. Get up earlier. Go to sleep earlier. Beat everybody on the clock. You have to incorporate time in your schedule to do these things. But understand that if you don't do these things, life is just going to swallow you up and just fucking mess with you. You are going to be thrown around. Life is always going to get harder. The girlfriend problems you have when you're 25 are going to be bigger than the ones that you had when you were in high school. The financial problems that you have as you get older, they just get bigger and bigger. I feel like the bills that I have to pay now are getting larger and larger and larger. That's a good thing in theory because I'm dealing with bigger things. But at the same time, it's like, man, I've never seen these numbers come out of my bank account before. Like my mom would look at these and be like, oh my God. Some of the numbers that are coming out are just like, I've never even imagined that they would come out like that. And I was just thinking about this the other day. Like, I was like, I used to be in such a mindset where I used to try to save money. Now I can't save money. There's no point of saving money now. Like, if I try to get in the mindset of cutting expenses, it doesn't even make a difference. I just got to make more. I just got to do more. I just got to do better. And I can get more in life because I become more. And the problems can get easier. Here's the thing. If my self-development and self-improvement outworks the problems arising. So you want to have that easy life. The people that have the easy life have worked harder on themselves than the world is working on them. They have outworked their problems. They have outgrown the difficulties. As the difficulty level rises, they are getting substantially stronger, tougher, more mentally aware, to where it doesn't necessarily bother them. Their rate of improvement is higher than the world around them. That's the key right there. That's why when you're young and you don't got a girlfriend, you don't have a boyfriend, and you got nothing going on, and you don't have a lot of things that you need to take care of, like when your parents are still young and healthy, focus on yourself. Stop dedicating time to partying and drugs and doing stuff that isn't good for you. Like the Netflix shows, like it's unproductive sometimes. Lock in, get better, and really focus on outworking life's problems. I hope this episode was helpful for you guys. If you guys haven't done so, hit that bell notification on all of our YouTube videos to stay on top of everything that we put out. Subscribe to all our major podcasting platforms. If you ever need to talk to me one-on-one, guys, the link is down below. And until next time, Sumi out. Appreciate you guys. Love you.